Hello, all, and welcome back to not another gaming podcast. You can tell by the voice, it's your boy, Chris P, the tallest and the lankiest. And thanks again for joining us for episode 168. A lot of episodes. We keep going, they keep getting better. But some people, I don't know if they can get much better because they're already great. And those are my two co hosts. First, let me give a little intro to the wizard of Photoshop, the king of just crushing bears 6 days a week. The man with the plan. I really got nothing else because the kid does it all. Papa Dom, how's it going?
I am spectacular. I feel really good. You know, you kind of hit the nail on the head. I'm going to be honest. It's been a bit of a gauntlet this week. I was feeling a little down. Feeling a little crappy today. But you brought me right back up. This was just an absolute slingshot of emotion, and I'm fired up. I'm ready for PAX. We got all the preparations. We got recorders. We got the koozies to frisbee off people's foreheads. We got lots of great plans. We got after party VIPs locked in. So I'm feeling good, baby. I'm feeling good. It's Papa Dom.
Papa Dom, great to have you back, brother. Yeah, no, I'm excited for PAX. We're a week away. It's kind of bananas to think about that it's that close. I feel like the year flies by PAX and PAX because it is an uphill battle.
Yeah.
But we're ready for it again. More prepared than I think we've ever been. This year's going to be great. Your boys are cleared as content creators this year, which is the first for us, but that's unreal. And last, but definitely not least, the man that is new back to Twitter just broke 100 likes on a tweet. Someone give the kid a scholarship on Twitter. He's going to be a professional tweeter now. The king of ripping shirts, and the first person to blame someone else for dying in Counter-Strike. Dr. Bob, what's up, dog?
I am absolutely not the first person to blame other people for dying in Counter-Strike. That's
me.
No, not a fucking chance, dude. Your desk can tell fucking stories, okay?
Dude, if my desk could talk, it would say some fucked up things.
Oh my god, if my desk could talk, if anything in my room could talk, it'd be.
I think your desk would be scared to talk.
Feel like a fucking snuff film. But I am fucking exhausted. I am on week 3 of Hell Week. Oh. It's supposed to just be 1 week. Hell Week is supposed to be 1 week. I'm on fucking week 3 of Hell Month right now. In the middle of the transition period at work where I'm taking on more research responsibilities. So, yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. And I'm exhausted and I can't sleep. And I started working out again. I've been trying to work out like first thing in the morning. And waking up at 5:30 to work out and then go work for 10 hours straight is fucking killing me. And I'm gonna pull a U to your desk and my desk at work one of these days.
I feel like that won't fly there though.
Well, I don't give a fuck at this point.
You just act like you dropped something. Oh.
Yeah, and my fucking knuckles are bleeding.
Yeah, it fell in my hand. I mean, it happened.
You're like, damn it! I dropped my coffee, and then
boom.
It's horrible, but yeah, I mean, I'm fucking back on the Twitter screets, okay? 100 fucking likes on one tweet out of nowhere. I don't even fuck around on Twitter anymore. It's crazy. It's like the internet's telling me something.
You're a king. I mean, we talked about that one time where the guy Satan got signed to an esports org. That might be you coming up, but granted, the guy got suspended minutes after, but I think you'd be able to keep going for a little bit before getting suspended, no?
No, I'm going to get suspended before I get signed. I'm going to get suspended, then I'm going to get signed.
Man, I don't know how that'll work, but like Dom was saying earlier, like we just ordered the koozies and whatnot. Something really cool that happened to us on Twitter the other day. Someone that we were like drinking next to at the bar at PAX last year, Bob frisbeed them a koozie, and a year later, she was saying that she's been trying to find us and finally found us on Twitter. So shout out to Ariel the Potato. That's unreal. That's really, really cool. And it just shows the power of frisbeeing koozies, baby. And we're going to have 200 more next week.
If you're going to be at PAX next week, look for the giant bearded guy carrying the giant beer bottle on his back. Because I'll have probably 100 plus koozies in said bottle.
I just ordered fucking 200 of them too. And the new ones, brace yourselves, they have the website on them this time, so we won't have to, we had the Twitch link. We did have the Twitch link. I don't know how, I mean, this person was like, it took me 9 years to find you. I was trying to go by like facial recognition or something like that. But if you just go to twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming, which is on the koozie, like all the links to our socials and stuff are on there. So It's tough out here. It's really it's really tough out here. But they have the website on them now, so you can enjoy that as well.
But I tweeted you every day for a year. That's like the millennials notebook.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice to see you guys. And episode 168, the week before PAX. Let's get right into it, huh? Let's get into a little weekend recap.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So, I know this one is going to be exhilarating, and it's going to take up majority of the weekend recap. So I'm going to throw it to Bob on this one. Bob, how wild did your weekend get?
Not wild. Spent Valentine's Day with the lady on Friday. We watched The Joker and ordered a shit ton of food.
Pretty romantic.
Then that is one of the fucking darkest movies ever created.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there watching it, and she was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And I'm sitting there with my jaw on the floor because it's a fucking masterpiece in cinematography.
It was amazing.
It's fucking incredible. And she's like, I don't know. I just feel really down after watching this. And I was like, I'm going to go home and watch this again.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah. And then I didn't do anything over the weekend. I just gamed. Watched more of the Blast Premier League, the final weekend of Group Stage C. I covered all of that on YouTube, and which is youtube.com/wickedgaming, as well as the website wickedgaming.com. There's a bunch of fucking Counter-Strike content up there right now that I got up this week. And then Monday we went to go see Birds of Prey because she's been hounding me to go see it.
And I was really trying to read a review on that. I was trying to did you know anybody that's done any?
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a review up at wickedgaming.com that I did. Going into great detail about how it was a lot better than a lot of fucking people expected it to be, and how a lot of people are just complaining on the internet right now for literally no reason, because it's like a pretty good fucking movie.
Yeah.
If you remove all of the woke nonsense that they implemented into the movie, because there's certainly a bunch of it, it's a good movie. And I'm you guys know me, I don't like woke bullshit, but I like a good movie, and I enjoyed the movie even though there's a bunch of woke bullshit in it. But
woke bullshit.
Yeah, I wanted to see Sonic. I wanted to personally see fucking Sonic. She was like, no, you made me watch The Joker. And I was like, I didn't make you watch The Joker. You fucking agreed to watch it with me just because you felt depressed afterwards. And I was elated with joy. There's a big difference there. Okay?
It's so fitting. So fitting.
Dude, have you seen it, Chris?
No, but I've heard what happens. And I heard I'm not going to spoil anything, but at one point I was talking to someone I just started it. I feel bad for him, blah, blah, blah. And then towards the end, it was fuck this guy. And she told me a part that happened. I was like, maybe I can't watch that.
It's literally just fucking 2 hours of a deep dive into mental health issues. That's what the movie is. You don't need to have the Joker involved in any of it. It's just 2 hours of mental health.
Yeah, it could be called Clown Guy.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be
Batman Clown Guy.
But it's fucking incredible. But yeah, Birds of Prey, surprisingly good for a movie a lot of people are shit talking. Still would have preferred to see Sonic.
Yeah, well, I know someone in here did see Sonic, so let's throw it over to Puppet Dom. Puppet Dom, how was your weekend?
It was excellent. Big movie weekend. Honestly, I now that I think about it, I saw
it was a movie.
It was a movie.
It was a movie.
So I'll count that as the fourth movie. I was gonna say I saw 3 movies this weekend. So Friday, what was it? Yeah. So Friday night, we did a little Valentine's Day thing. Did a little indoor date night. Whipped up some nice lamb chops. Got some Brussels sprouts, some sweet potato home fries with it. I was over there, just putting in work. We also watched that J-Lo movie Hustlers. So if you haven't seen this film, which has also gotten a lot of buzz, it was acclaimed very heavily. And there was a story that came out about one of the main characters, and it's a movie about strippers. And one of the actresses, Constance Wu, who plays the main character, who's opposite J-Lo, apparently went undercover to a bunch of New York City strip clubs and actually was giving lap dances and stuff to get into character for the role. Which is nice. You want to talk about method acting? That's it. So Hustlers, pretty good movie. The first third is just ass. It's just you're in a strip club and it's that. Basically the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
But the other two acts of the movie are like serious and like dramatic and like there's still like a lot of flashiness and like sexiness and whatnot. But it was, I guess, a real story like during the like 2008 like market crash, how like their main clientele was all these like Wall Street guys, and then the market crashed and nobody had money to go to strip clubs anymore, so they started like taking it, and it was pretty wild. It was pretty wild to think about it actually happening. So it's a pretty good film. I enjoyed it. And then Saturday night, I also watched The Joker for the first time. I was like, all right, I got to, we basically watched like a chick flick, even though it was like about strippers. We basically watched like your movie. So now I'm going to pick the movie. Saturday night, we watched The Joker, and both of us, I think, sat on the edge of the couch with like our mouths wide open for the entirety of the movie. We were just like, for 2.5 hours. And just like Bob was saying, I mean, it's just a crazy deep dive, not only like into this guy's everyday life, but like into his brain, and just you see him like try to justifying his own actions, and then it's like he goes from making excuses for them to justifying them to just not caring. And so the first two acts, you just see Arthur Fleck getting the dog shit kicked out of him left and right, verbally, physically, repeatedly, mentally, all that stuff. And then the third act, when everything just like crescendos and comes to a breaking point, it's unbelievable. Like the chaos that ensues in the third act of that movie is absolutely insane. The whole final sequence I thought was excellent. Really, really good movie. I really like. I feel like whenever a movie like this comes around, it's really easy to like oversing its praises, but I genuinely don't think that you can. Like, I really do think it was a fantastic movie. And I saw Sonic the Hedgehog on Monday with a friend in real life, friend of the program, Johnny Rootbeer. We went on a little President's Day excursion. Him and I got a couple B-boys, and then went to the cinema to watch the Fast Blue Hedgehog film. And I gotta tell you, it's probably the best video game movie I've ever seen.
Better than Detective Pikachu.
So it's better, but for like different reasons, if that makes sense. So like Detective Pikachu was not amazing because of the story. It was amazing because of like the spectacle. So like it's a better film. It has better story. It has better structure. Like the acting is better. The writing is definitely better. Detective Pikachu is awesome because of the spectacle. It's like, oh my fucking god, look at all these Pokemon like brought to life. Incredible movie. Love Detective Pikachu. They're like 1A, 1B for me. But I think Sonic, just in terms of letting Sonic be Sonic, the human characters not like over like stealing the screen. Even Jim Carrey, who's awesome as Dr. Robotnik, and he's clearly like just being like Ace Ventura in a lab coat, and just like the physical comedy is awesome, and like his like I just can't wait to see a sequel. I really hope, really do hope that they greenlight a sequel. It's an awesome movie.
I mean, they made a fucking shitload of money off of it.
Yeah, they are like raking in money, and it genuinely seems like everybody loved doing the movie. What's his name that did the character of Sonic? He was on Parks and Rec.
Ben Schwartz.
Yes, Ben Schwartz. I watched an interview with him, and it just made me want to go see the movie again, because he was like, we love doing it. Like, I grew up on Sonic. Like, I really wanted to be true to the character, and like he was like, we know we had a ton of people pulling for us, and a ton of people who like thought it probably wasn't going to be good, but we're really hoping that it was. So like he was like, I just really hope that I lived up to everybody's expectations that like grew up with the character.
You know what's funny? I was listening to him on the what the fuck is the Comedy Bang Bang podcast. I was listening on the Comedy Bang Bang podcast talking about it, and he was like, yeah, so we did the 5-minute sizzle reel for it just to see if we could create Sonic the character in a movie and sell it to people. And they were like, okay, so we're going to do this, but we're going to find somebody else to voice him. And they did like full fucking voice auditions for like a dozen other people to voice Sonic. And at the end, they were just like, you know what? Nobody's better than Ben. Let's just stick to him.
He's awesome. And he also said that he now can no longer sing. He was like, I like doing karaoke and stuff like that, but I can literally never sing again because maintaining the super high pitch for Sonic's voice for the movie like destroyed my vocal cords. He was like, I love doing it, and I can do the voice still. He's like, but I can't sing or raise my voice. So Sonic was great. Joker was great. Sounds Like Birds of Prey was great. Written review on wickedgoodgaming.com. And Hustlers was really great, too. So big week for movies. Also, Sunday had a bit of a Sunday with Mr. Chris P. I'm going to let him go into more explicit detail in his edition so as not to retread, but that was also excellent. And also, Pokemon Home went live, which is that's what I've been playing, is just Pokemon Shield fucking nonstop for the last 4 or 5 days, because Pokemon Home came out, and now you can upload all your guys from the old games. And it's like, I opened my Pokemon Y, which I had 96 hours in. And imagine, now 96 hours of gameplay means something again, because I can pull all those guys in to Pokemon Home and then transfer the majority over, not all of them, but the majority of them over to Pokemon Shield. It's such an amazing feeling. I can go into more detail about it later, but I don't think that there's another franchise that could replicate this type of feeling, and it just feels so good. So if you do have a DS or a 3DS and you have Pokemon Bank, it's actually free for the next 30 days, I think, and then it's $3 after that. But go upload all your old guys to Pokemon Home and put them into Shield, because holy fuck, does it feel so good. And you can trade and shit right from the app, so you don't even need a DS or a Switch with you if your buddy's like, hey, do you have this guy? So that's really cool too. Chris, how was your weekend?
Went for the Triple Crown this weekend. First time I did that in a while. A lot of booze this weekend. Breweries, restaurants, bars, you name it. The highlight of the weekend had to be the Sunday that we had. That was very irresponsible! ! Not good! ! It was fun as shit. What did we start drinking at I don't know, 11? No, that's exaggerated, right?
No.
We had a couple bacon, egg, and cheeses and a mimosa.
Yeah, that's true. I did make you a mimosa.
Yeah, a couple guys have mimosas over bacon, egg, and cheese. You really can't go wrong. But the rest of the day was really good. And bar hopped a little bit with Papa Dom, and then got some dinner, and kind of called it an early night. Oh, I feel like we went home at a reasonable hour.
There's no such thing as a reasonable hour when you start at 11:30 with a bacon, egg, and cheese and a mimosa, and then we got home exactly when we needed to. Honestly, maybe an hour too late.
I mean, you can speak for yourself. I mean, at some point you were lights on, no one home. But I was chilling. We were grooving, live music. I mean,
oh yeah, dude. This morning at work, I feel like everything from the weekend hit me, and all the check engine lights are on. Check engine light, check battery, check oil. Every light on my dashboard was up, and I was just like, fuck. But
yeah, I couldn't even imagine having to do anything on Monday. But my weekend was good, playing Apex still. But all in all, really good weekend. Looking forward to this one. Might take it easy, but you know how that shit go. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the show. Let's start off. A lot of good ones. So I want to talk about this whole ninja controversy, but I want to save that till later in the episode. So if you're listening, stay tuned to the end. It's going to be a little explosive, to say the least. So I'm going to let Bob kick it off about the whole Respawn and Jedi Fallen Order issues that came to light. Bob, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so there is an article circulating around the internet right now. The headline, the clickbait headline is Respawn ignored bugs to get Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order out for the holidays. And everybody on Twitter is like, yeah, no shit, that's how video game sales works.
Yep.
That you do not understand how the industry works? Yeah, of course, that's what they did. And there are a bunch of other people in the industry that have been working in this capacity for longer than others. And there's a guy, his name is his @ is Stuckbug, and he said these are called known shippables or will not fix bugs. Every single game has. So I wanted to discuss I don't understand what the point is of people making these claims if everybody's doing it. Why Why are you now making the article? Let's now discuss all of this bullshit that's going on with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. The game came out 3 months ago. It was a huge success. Well, what's the point of bringing this up now, especially when every single game does it? And the fact that there was a gross over exaggeration too of the bugs that were being discovered, of like these huge game crashing, game ruining bugs.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case. There were a bunch of bugs in the game, of course, and they patched out a bunch of it very early on, but the vast majority of them ended up just being like texture glitches, like your character falling and shit when they're not supposed to. But all that shit got patched out.
Right.
So it doesn't make sense to me. It's just a clickbait article that people clearly, dove into on the internet, and they're just kind of tearing this. I'm not going to say the publisher apart, because like, you don't need to read it. It's stupid. It's a fucking worthless read.
I haven't heard anything negative really come out about that game, besides like, if you don't really play video games, it's not the easiest thing to control. I mean, I'm on the internet more than the next guy, and I really haven't seen many issues pop up about that. I think this is another case of everyone on the internet having a voice, and when you put out a clickbait article, I mean, let's call it as it is. I put one out this week too. It's the internet, like it gets people going, it gets a conversation started. I don't think it's a big deal if there are little things like texture issues and whatnot, because we all know that the holiday season is where you're really making your money. If there is little issues wrong with the game, that it's still completely playable, and there's just like some visual issues and whatnot, and it's still very playable and a very beautiful, well-designed game, get it out. There's games that get released completely broken.
Yeah.
And that deserves people getting pissed off about it.
Right.
I think it's more that there's like, the first thing that comes to mind is the WWE game that came out, right?
Right.
That was an absolute mess.
Completely, like, legitimately unplayable.
Yeah, like people would disappear in the ring. It's a one-on-one wrestling match, and someone would disappear, and the ring would start shaking. You'd get caught in the ropes, and the turnbuckles would fall. That game was a mess, and I understand people getting upset about that.
Yeah.
If you love the game and you would have been the first person to go on the internet after you finish it, which I guarantee a majority of these fucking people that are like blowing this out of proportion did, they got on Twitter, they got on Facebook, and they raved about how great the game was. And now that everyone else is being like, oh, what pieces of shit for releasing an incomplete game, and there's no bugs, and they just look the other way. That's business, baby. Shut your fucking mouth. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, if you've listened to the podcast in any capacity, you already know that Jedi Fallen Order was basically me and Bob's game of the year. I mean, for like 3-4 straight episodes, we gushed about that game. I will still yell and sing its praises to anybody who will listen, and several people that won't. But I did, when you sent the article, Bob, earlier saying, hey, this is going to be my topic, I was like, what could this possibly be? So I read the headline, and judging by the headline, you would think it was like WWE 2K20 and shipped completely fucking broken, shattered, unplayable dog shit mess. So I read the interview behind the article, which was from US Gamer, and apparently they interviewed Vince Zampella and was asked, because in their own review of Jedi Fallen Order, they were like, the game is amazing, we love it, but for some reason it just doesn't have the same level of like textbook Respawn polish that goes on to stuff. Like, it just could benefit from some polish, and we were wondering if there was ever a conversation to delay Jedi Fallen Order in order to help polish it. And Zampella says, yeah, it was a conversation that we had, and we decided that we wanted the game out there. We wanted to get it out for the holiday. It's a game that fits that time frame. And that's because The Mandalorian premiered, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker premiered. Like, get that full wave. I mean, those, like, that middle of December was, like, the best week ever. It was just Star Wars everything, and it just felt so good. It was just an awesome time to be a fan, regardless of the way you felt about Rise of Skywalker. I don't fucking care. And Stig Amusin, Stig Amusin even said a similar thing where he was like, we're trying to hit this date. We're building a game for several different systems. Honest to God, like we thought that we agreed that if we took a little bit more time, it would have been better. But at the same time, we could play through it. It felt really good, and we already knew that the fans were going to love it, and people did love it. So yeah, I mean, the headline is bullshit. People, to answer your question, Bob, which is like why, why even do this? It's for clicks. It's just this fake hate, outrage click. Like, I can't believe that this is actually happening. People are like clutching their pearls that somebody would ship a game with bugs. But like you were saying, Bob, is like, these are known shippable bugs. If there's some texture popping, there's some frame rate issues. I had some texture popping when I played Jedi Fallen Order. I reloaded the game and it was fine. I can't speak. That was on Xbox One, on a launch model Xbox One. I can't speak for everybody else.
I was going to say, we both played day one when the game released. You played it on Xbox. I played it on PC. The only issues I ever ran into were texture issues, which eventually fixed themselves, and the occasional, like, my character Cal would just drop.
Yeah, like, that happened to me like once or twice too.
Yeah, maybe twice. Yeah. He would just drop on a surface that you would expect he would be perfectly capable of standing on, and that was it. Those were the only bugs I ever came across. There was no game-breaking issues with it. It's just pure outrage nonsense that never needs to be read. It never needs to be written. And if you want to write it when the game fucking releases, or follow your own standard and write it for every game that releases. Mm-hmm. Because every game does this.
And write it the right way too. I don't know what happened with the fucking world that people think things are perfect now. Like, and it pushes into the video game industry too. It doesn't matter how long you take on a game. It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be little things. There's nothing in the world that'll ever be perfect. And all of a sudden, like I say all the time, all of a sudden everyone has a fucking voice, and all the Twitter eggs come out. Mm-hmm. And they just have this platform to reply. Like, Bob, you were saying how you got like the 100 likes on a tweet. If you go under someone who has a lot of followers, an interactive audience, and like a good community behind them, and you post something, you bet your sweet ass people are going to respond to you. It's just how it is. It's a forum under a post, and it gives people that voice to be like, yeah, like, but the thing is, they're not wrong. And that's where their argument starts. Like, if they say there are issues with the game, I mean, you can't argue that, because there are little things wrong, and they feel like they're right, and that kind of boosts their ego up, and they keep running with it. I think people have to start looking at there's a divide, right, where these developers are perfectionists, and the people that play their games are out of touch with reality, and they think that everything's perfect. And I can't speak for everyone, but certain people.
Yeah, and then there's also like the corporate side of all of it, like the tertiary corporate side.
Yeah, get it out.
That's saying get it out for the holidays too.
Dude, you're under the gun all the time, and we had that whole talk about people putting in crunch hours for games. I'm not a video game developer, nor will I ever be. I have tons of respect for people that do that, because that is an industry to me that is so foreign and respectable, because I don't know what goes on behind those walls. I know it's tough work, but you only have to assume that it's a domino effect. Once you fix something else is a little off, but you can never tweak everything to the point where everything is exactly where you want it. That game and games in general are the developers' babies. They're always going to be able to critique themselves more than anyone else can.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, so, and by the way, this is coming hot off the heels of Jedi Fallen Order winning a Game of the Year award finally from the AIAS, the Academy of Interactive Arts and Services. They issued the DICE Game of the Year award to Jedi Fallen Order, which is fucking amazing. And like, this is, us. We had even said, like, at the Game Awards, they had just missed the cutoff to be nominated for it, but I think they had a real shot to win that. And the biggest problem, I think, here, aside from the clickbait and the fucking, I completely agree that it's way too easy for everybody to voice their opinion on anything. Don't get me wrong. Hey, free speech, and all that shit. But, like, people are just saying shit just to say it. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, people just want to hear their own voice when they talk. And to create a headline that says, Respawn knew about these bugs and forced the game out anyway, you know what I mean? Like, that type of shit is just, that is the reason why you see all these angry tweets from game developers that are like, we were under the gun and we still made this work. I'm sure they were under the gun in November or whatever, like when the game was just weeks away from launch and they needed to like put the finishing touches on it so it could go gold. But it just blows my mind that, you know, it's like 6 months later. It's like if you get into an argument with one of your parents or something when you're a kid and you like walk out of the room and you say something under your breath and then they go like, what did you just say? I feel like that's where we're at right now, where it's like these little like Twitter eggs are trying to like get some pot shots off and try to devalue the incredible body of work that Respawn put together. And I'm not having that shit. I will fucking throw hands to defend Jedi Fallen Order. And like, so if you want to get 3D'd through a table by me and Bob at PAX, by all means, come on down. I'll be wearing my fucking camo overalls, ready to go. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of grosses me out, and it leaves a bad taste in my mouth reading things like that, because you know that person doesn't even fucking care. Mm-hmm. It's just like, man, this is going to get clicked so many times that he doesn't give a shit.
I bring up this argument every single time we talk about fucking video game journalists, where it's like, if you are not passionate about the thing you are writing about, don't fucking write it.
Yeah.
Give it to somebody else who is interested in it.
Yep.
I'm not going to have one of you guys review a Dark Souls game.
No,
it's that simple. Like, you guys are not interested in the Dark Souls franchise. You're not interested in Souls clone games. I am. I'm passionate about those games. They're some of my favorite of all time. I would never expect any of you guys to write something about it. It doesn't make sense. If you don't give a shit about what you're writing about, you're just writing for the sake of, I want to stir the pot. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? I don't understand. I get it. You're getting the hate clicks, and you're stirring the pot, and you're getting people riled up on Twitter. But that's it. There's no substance.
Yeah. I feel like with media too, like, and we can't. Well, I guess you can generalize to a certain extent, and you can exclude certain companies that actually have freedom. But a lot of companies have a quota, and sometimes like, wow, like, I haven't written an article in a while. What's this breaking news? And everyone's busy. I just have to go for it. What's the best way to kind of make this pop off? All right, like, be an asshole, or like be completely wrong, because it's gonna get people talking.
And then you could just be unique. You could just be a unique writer. If I have nothing that's interesting, like it was like a month and a half ago, I had nothing interesting to write about in the video game news because it was a slow time of the year. I wrote another one of those "Where Are They Now" articles. Be creative. Instead of being a fucking asshole on the internet, be creative.
That's what you're hired for. You can find, and I feel like this is bleeding into something we've already talked about before, but you can find information anywhere on the internet. Go to people that you just enjoy reading, could put a funny twist on things, because it's not all that serious all the time. Granted, there are articles where you have to be serious because it's serious news, but if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, at least try to make it funny. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, another big clickbait thing that happened this week, we're going to get into it now because it's on the tip of my tongue and it's a perfect segue. Ninja is making headlines for a tweet and a rant on one of his streams. So Ninja took to Twitter and posted this. Said the phrase, "It's just a game," is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened, losing in perfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle. Which is great. I mean, that is worded very well. There's a good message in there. It's saying, don't settle for mediocrity. Keep pushing. Try to be the best. I respect that and I understand that 100 billion%. But then, this is where he kind of shot himself in the foot, in my opinion. I'm a big Ninja fan. I've said it time in and time out. I do like Ninja. He's a businessman. I get what he does. But this is what caused the internet to go wild. On one of the streams, he said, if anyone ever uses the excuse, "It's just a game," I'm going to lose my mind. Imagine telling LeBron James or Tom Brady that when they're pissed off after losing a game, that it's just a game. Are you kidding me? You're so stupid. It's the competitive nature, bro. It's about the respect, bro. It's about pride. It's so much bigger than a fucking video game. Good point right there. And anyone who uses the excuse that it's just a game is a horrible human being, and you're lazy. You're a lazy human being. So, I mean, that's what did it. I mean, that's what did it. In that little blurb of what he said on his stream, he said one thing to me that deserved to be in there was, it's so much bigger than a fucking video game. And I understand that. I understand what he's saying, but people are going crazy. And like we talked about, the whole clickbait and everything like that. At initial glance, it says, wait, did he just compare himself to LeBron James and Tom Brady? Which it kind of sounds like that when you take it at face value before digging into the whole situation.
Yeah.
So the floor is open now. I'm going to send it to Dom first. I'm going to take it back on the end just to kind of like give my initial kind of reaction, but I just wanted to give you guys a gist of what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
I mean, so this relates pretty closely to the topic that I wanted to talk about too. And like, here's the deal is like, you should, okay, so I'm going to start from the end of what you said, which was him, you know, basically putting himself in the same sentence as Tom Brady and LeBron James. I don't know any other esports personalities or streaming personalities who I could realistically, in my head, see on the front of a Wheaties box other than Ninja. I could see him doing that. I would be surprised if we didn't see that sometime in the future. I actually would, because that'll be a huge that'll be on front page news on the fucking Boston Herald, and they'll be like, there's a guy who plays video games on a Wheaties box, and fucking get Shroud in there right behind them, get Doc on there. Regardless, he is absolutely the LeBron James, the Tom Brady, your maybe not because of the athletic, maybe not because of like his competitive accomplishments. I don't know what his competitive history is, but in terms of his notoriety, in terms of his stardom, in terms of his like level of icon that you are that. If a kid is gonna have a poster on a wall or a one of those fat heads on the wall, you're gonna get one of Ninja. Like it's the kid is outrageously famous and popular and recognizable, and I don't really think he's that far off base. I might be in the minority here. I don't think he's that far off base with, and that's the thing is, you go and tell Tom Brady, it's just a game. Like he's gonna fucking break an iPad over his knee, eat a pomegranate and avocado sundae, and then go win 6 more Super Bowls. He's talking about having a competitor mindset, and I don't understand why hard work, being a competitor, and being like I don't know why I just fucking lost a sentence. Why like hard work, being a competitor, and refusing to accept loss became such a taboo subject. I don't understand why this is such a big deal. Like, people are shitting their pants that this kid said that winning, like that accepting losing is not okay. Of course it's not okay. If you want to be fucking taken seriously and you want to be a competitor at the highest level, you can't be okay with losing. If you're a streamer or an esports pro or somebody else, and you're fighting to be relevant because the field is so wide, you have to be ruthless. You have to compete. You have to be fucking not okay having 5 viewers. You need to be like, what do I need to do to improve? You can't say, we'll get them next time, because that's not going to get you anywhere. Maybe I'm in the minority on this. I just don't understand why this is such a fucking big deal.
No, I agree with that. And like I said, it's a good message that was just passed off the wrong way, right? I don't care what you do in your life. If you flip burgers at Burger King, be the best goddamn burger flipper in the world.
Exactly.
I respect that 100%.
Exactly.
Whatever you do, give it your 100%. Where I look at this a different way in the comparison to LeBron James and Tom Brady is their life is a specific game. You know, it's not their personality, it's a game. Every game you play as a traditional athlete is pretty much life or death. If you kind of boil it down, it's another step that you take towards a performance bonus. It's another step or a step back that you take to getting re-signed to a team and just being an absolute shithead that no one wants. We've seen it happen in traditional sports, and more often than we'd want to admit. With video games, love them to death, and I play competitively as a motherfucker. Every game I get pissed off. It doesn't even matter what game it is. It could be Luigi's Mansion. I'm punching my desk. Like I get irritated. I get competitive. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. But there's an easier way to divide your having fun in video games and competing in video games. If you're playing with 3 of your buddies and you're just kind of like shooting the shit, having a good time, having a couple good laughs, play competitively. But that's not life or death. If anything, the content of you just playing with your buddies is what's going to make you money. You make your money from streaming, not a specific video game. Some people do if you're an esport pro, or if you sign these big deals to certain games to play it exclusively for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So with traditional sports, there's not many other ways where you can really divide play and work when it comes to the sport that you're a professional at. The only way you'd be able to do that is playing a pickup game with your friends, and you don't have time to do that. You're training and everything like that. Like when you're at practice, you're at practice. The only way I can see that being relevant is if you are a pro, you're playing competitively in tournaments and these big money leagues, and you treat games to like teach yourself new things and learn different maneuvers that'll help you in game. I get it there, but if you're a personality and you make money for being a personality, you should be able to divide being competitive, giving your 100%, and just wanting to have fun with your friends. That's my take on it. Like I said, I respect Ninja. I respect everything that he's built. He's going to continue building. And I think this was a good message that a lot of people are taking out of context. I did at face value as well. But the more I dig into it, it makes sense. There's something in there that people can learn something good from. Bob, what do you think about the whole thing?
I think this is the first time I've ever agreed with anything that he's ever said.
Wow.
Wow, Ninja Stan Bob.
Dude, no,
Get Bob a headband right now.
I stand. His hair's gonna be bright blue tomorrow.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God.
But okay, I ask you both this with, an earnest question. Who is the most competitive person you know?
Like actually, or like that I have witnessed.
Both.
Like in life or
I
video
mean,
games?
so
Both.
the most competitive person that I know personally is you. The person that I've watched on TV is Tom Brady.
That's what I meant personally.
Yeah, you.
Chris.
You, Bob.
Okay. So
Were you
as
asking that
someone-
because you knew what we were going to say?
You just
or-
wanted-
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know because I know what you were going to say. I take everything to the fucking nth degree when it comes to, winning. That's what I want to do. I come into every game I play as with a competitive mindset where I want to be the best at what I'm doing, even if realistically I can't be the fucking best. When in all honesty, I 9 times out of 10 I am the best.
Stay on track.
Sorry, I was fucking drifting off there. But no, I go into playing. If I'm playing a competitive game, I'm playing it because I want to win. Or if I'm getting into a new competitive game, I'm starting out as competitive as I possibly can be, with the anticipation and expectation to learn as I go, to then become the most competitive person I can be in that game. That's my stance. That's me coming from all of this. Is if you can't accept the fact that people get upset from their losses, you have to be able to, one, you have to be able to learn from your losses, but two, you should be upset when you lose, and you should want to continue to get better, and you should need to grind into this, which we'll get into. But the fact that people are up in arms because he's promoting people to be emphatic and enthusiastic about performing competitively is absolutely fucking absurd. If you want to play a competitive game, you want to be competitive in that competitive game, you need to have the fucking winner's mentality. You need to have the fucking no holds bar. I'm going to go into this match of Counter-Strike and I'm going to fucking slaughter everybody I see.
Yep.
It's that simple.
Yep.
Where's the fun? Where's the fun if you can't compete? In the words of FaZe Jev, I can't fucking compete. What's the point of playing if you just can't compete? And the only way to be able to compete is to get better. But you can't. My thing is you can't lose the fun in what you do.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
something you're trying to.
Okay, so for example, I play 80. We'll say 85%, 80 to 85% of the games I play competitive, like Counter-Strike. I also will integrate games that are not traditionally competitive, like Monster Hunter World. That's not a competitive game. That's a cooperative game that you're fighting monsters in. But I'll min-max the shit out of my character so I can be competitive with my friends when it comes to damage output.
Yeah.
That's how I'll take that into the next. But then you also have to segment. There has to be a balance at some point where I'm playing 85% of my games competitively. I'm gonna save that extra 15% of non-competitive shit for games that I want to play for myself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Off-stream, yeah.
Like I'll play. Like I've been playing through Resident Evil 2. I'm not gonna try to speed run that game. I just want to enjoy the game as it is. I didn't try to speed run fucking Jedi Fallen Order, I 100%ed it because I thoroughly enjoyed playing that game. It makes no sense why you can't have 1 and 2 all together. But you can't be fucking hyper exaggerating over the 2. You can't be freaking out because some people want to be casual and other people want to be competitive. He can absolutely support and promote the competitive nature of video games.
Yes.
Stop taking up pitchforks and torches against the guy.
Yeah.
And I'm the fucking first person who picks up the fucking pitchfork and torches against the guy.
Yeah.
You know how you solve that? Every game needs a ranked mode and a casual mode. Every game.
Absolutely.
I
Every
think
single one of them.
And the thing is too, and I want to read a message in the chat for a second because it's great. But the thing is too is like this message is not for an 8-year-old that's like watching him casually and whatever, and like he's not trying to make some 8-year-old this fucking bloodthirsty competitor. He's talking to other people like him who are competitors. Matty D just said, Ninja has been at the top of the Halo scene since Halo 3. He was in the top of the H1Z1 scene, top PUBG, top Fortnite. I'd be more upset if he had any other type of mindset, to be honest. And I completely fucking agree.
Exactly.
You're not going to... So if Tom Brady goes to a camp, he goes to like the best buddies thing, right? He's not going to say, go run through a brick wall right now. You know what I mean? Like, he's talking about being a competitor and losing. He is at his core, of the core of his character is not Ninja, the personality, the gamer of the year, the whatever. He's a competitor. So as a competitor, you need to be like ruthless. Also, isn't this the same like shtick that like Dr. Disrespect has done for the past 6-7 years?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, but he's also like emphatically driven to be the best at what he does, and I fully support that. The biggest issue I see with all of this is the people that are upset are the ones who are pandering to the, we now live in a generation where everything needs to be handed to everybody.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Every kid should be a professional COD player someday. No, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
They absolutely should not. You
Participation trophy era.
You can't hand a fucking $1 million contract to a kid that doesn't want to put in the effort.
Yes.
People do. I'm sure teams do, but like, get the fuck over it. You have to earn the shit that you want to earn. Stop fucking waiting for people to give it to you.
I am willing to guarantee that esports teams are the same exact way as other professional sports leagues, where they look at the intangibles of a player. They're going to look at their skills. They're going to make sure that they have certain things down pat, but they're also going to want to talk about their competitive edge. How charismatic are they? How good of a team player are they? How instinctive are they? Stuff that you can't measure, stuff that you don't have stats or numbers for. And that's what separates the casual from the competitor. And this rolls literally right into what I was going to say, Chris. I don't know if you have any final thoughts on this. But the last topic, and this is something I was talking to the guys about earlier, is I've seen a lot of discourse on Twitter, fucking just stop me if you're shocked by that, about grinding too much and people getting burnt out with streaming. And this is kind of the same argument. This is the same conversation, which is the tweet that I initially saw, and I'm going to look this up right now so I can actually like read it word for word. The tweet that I saw was I can't find the full one.
I think you texted it to us too.
I thought I did, but I can't find it. Anyway, the tweet was, we should stop saying the word grind because it implies that it's not okay to give yourself rest, and that streamers who are just getting started or something like that might get themselves burnt out or whatever. We should stop saying the word grind. So, Turbo Matrix, thank you for the sub, bro. And also thank you, JB, and also thank you, Brylan, for the subs. We love you guys. And so the discourse, if you look up like streamer, grind, burnout on Twitter, like quote streamer, quote grind, quote burnout, you'll see the discourse that is happening. And it's like, some people are saying, I'm burnt out, I'm taking a break from streaming. Some people are saying, I got to get a better schedule for myself because I'm getting burnt out, because I'm streaming too much, grinding too much, blah, blah, blah. The fact of the matter is that, so at the risk of sounding like a cornball here, there's like this quote that I saw on, it's maybe some president said it, I don't know. One of like the fake entrepreneurs that I keep popping up on Twitter posted it, and it was like, most people are afraid of opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and it looks like work.
Oh yeah.
That's the saying.
I
Is
love
most people are afraid of opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and it looks like work. And that's the thing is, if you want to be a professional if you want to get paid, if you want to make a living playing video games, right? That is not going to come easy. You want to be a streamer, you want to be a content creator, you want to be an esports pro, whatever. You need to grind. There are like human puppy mills in South Korea where kids are playing 18 hours a day on StarCraft 2 to become the absolute like apex predator of their of that game. There is no reality in which, and maybe there is, and you have this X factor, right? There is no reality. There is no reality in which you become at the same tier as Ninja, Doc, Shroud, etc., without working your balls off. And if you don't have balls, working your taint off. There is no situation, no actual physical future if you don't work your ass off. And this doesn't mean stream 19 hours a day every single day. That is not what that means. That means you need to perfect your craft. You have to be ruthless and dedicated to having every single pixel of what you do be perfect. You can't be satisfied with a stream being shitty. Almost every chance we get, we're improving an aspect of this. We got new voice recorders for PAX this year. We got koozies that actually have our fucking website on them because people couldn't find us. We are constantly trying to improve every single corner and facet of what we do to stay sharp. And if
it's been 4 years.
And if you fucking stay ready, you don't ever have to get ready. That's the thing.
Facts.
That's the fucking thing. And so all of this like fear of hard work, this fear of grinding, this fear of being ruthless or competitive or and being afraid of accepting failure, this isn't like some big moral conversation where we're trying to corrupt America's youth and make them all like, you know, insane like animals with like foaming at the mouth, you know, trying to stream 24 hours a day. The point is that you need to work your ass off regardless of what you're doing. It doesn't make a difference if it's video games. You could be working on a construction site.
Welcome to the next generation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's never gonna. People are gonna bitch the entire time.
Not my fucking kids, man. I'll tell you that for free. And that was the thing. I mean, I remember asking my dad for an allowance, and he was like, "Yeah, right. You can come to the construction site and pull nails out of boards all day, and you'll get a nice tan, and you'll have more money than all your friends." And I was like, "Great. That sounds great." I was like 10. I don't know. I don't know. I know I just kind of rambled, so you guys can feel free to pick up wherever. But this is just one big conversation, and it just like makes me sick thinking about it.
Yeah. So not to beat a dead horse, that was unreal. By the way, everything you just said was spot on. It was perfect. Honestly, if you like put that on Instagram and hashtag entrepreneur next week, you'd blow up. Like it was like some Gary V type.
Gary
shit.
V,
That
give
was
me a call.
That was really good. But the thing is, right, I look at this from multiple angles. People say, or people think, I can't generalize once again, but a lot of people that stream and they're just starting out, they think that if they do these 24-hour streams and if they like stream every day for X amount of hours, people are just going to come to you immediately because you're streaming for a long period of time. Newsflash, this is a very saturated internet. Everyone's trying to do exactly what you do. But you can't let that stop you from trying. I think you could be smarter about what you do. And we're not giant by any means, but I could tell you the one best piece of like practice that we've ever done, it was being consistent. And that was a huge conversation we had a couple of years ago. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it on this day at that time. Life happens. I get that. But then you're going to see your growth because people know where to expect you. They know where you're going to be, and you'll meet some awesome people along the way. I can see how people are getting burnt out from it because they're going balls to the walls for a short period of time, getting no traction because they think that they're going to get it after a month of doing it, and then just being like, I'm working so hard, I'm not getting anything. I don't even want to do this anymore because there's no reward there. There's no reward that's going to be there if you don't keep at it. You have to keep going.
No, you got to put the asterisk. There's no guaranteed reward.
Yeah, there's
absolutely possibilities for any amount of rewards, but there's no guarantee.
Yeah, no, 100%. And like you could do it for years and years and years, decades and decades. and you can't guarantee that that's even going to be enough. It's the risk you take. You have to believe in what you do, and you have to go for it. But it's deflating. I understand how people can get burnt out from it because you're trying and trying and trying, and nothing's happening. But you can't let it stop you. And it goes back to what Ninja said. Really, you just gotta be not okay with being not okay. You just have to go for it. Just keep going. I don't know. The fucking world we live in. I hate people that just assume everything's gonna get handed to them without the work. Like you said, Dom, it's like success is hidden in overalls and work boots and hard work, whatever it is.
It was Thomas Edison that said that, by the way. It was opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. And that's the thing is, like, it's not even like people wanting things handed to them. It's whatever. It's like it's not even those people. It's not even the people who are saying, "Oh my God, I'm working so hard, I'm burning myself out." Blah blah blah. It's the people who. So I'm a big like, don't go into somebody else's pockets. Like, that's my biggest thing is, like, don't go into somebody else's pockets. Don't go into somebody else's calendar and tell them what to do and tell them how they should do things. But for some reason, we have there's like this, it's weird. It's like a sub genre of people who are like, no, wait, don't burn yourself out. Don't work any harder than you're doing it. You don't need to do that. That's okay. And it's like, nobody asked you. Yeah. No, I didn't ask you. If I tweeted something like that and said, damn, I'm like burning myself out over here. Like, the last couple streams have been kind of tough. Thank you guys for sticking with it. And somebody tweeted at me, like, it's okay, take a break. Like, we understand, you don't need to stream X, Y, and Z days. Like, what if you just did one day a week? Like, don't tell me what I need. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we're adults. Like, we can figure it out. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you stream and you feel like you need a break, whatever, everybody's taking a hiatus. Every content creator in the history of content has had, like, every YouTube person has been like, hey guys, I'm going to step away from YouTube for a little bit. I'll be back with some more great videos for you guys in a couple months. I'm just going to focus on my family and my mental health. Hit that notification bell. Like, everybody's had that shit. Every Twitch streamer has had to cancel a thing because of a thing. The point is that you can still work smarter and harder at the same time. But there's just no shortcuts. I think that's that's the big thing is, like, you can't cut corners. There are no shortcuts with this shit. And if you want to be, we are streaming to 20 people right now. We've been, doing this for 4 years. Maddie was just saying that Shroud streamed for 4 years to less than 10 viewers. There are no shortcuts. Nothing is promised. And if you want something, you're going to have to outwork every other person that is even close to your level. And that's it. Like, there's a billion other people who are saying, oh my God, I'm so burnt out. Everybody's tired, man. Everybody works. And that's what's going to set you apart from the other schmuck who's going to hang them up and the guy who is ready to keep going and, and will reap the benefits.
Yeah. So. The longer you stay stagnant, someone's passing you. And if you want something bad enough, you'll keep running. Any last thoughts on that, Bob? What do you think?
Damn, I didn't even get to put in my fucking thoughts. What the fuck do you mean?
Bro, I was on my fucking Ty Lopez shit right there.
Books.
Books. You know what I like more than my PC setup? Books.
I mean, it's just me reiterating everything we said from the last topic. It's like you got to get over the mentality that shit's gonna be handed to you. That's not how the world works. I understand that there are plenty of people in this world that can sit there on their asses and with their palms open and their hands out saying, come on, Twitch partnership. No, you don't get that. That's not how that works. You don't get that from just fucking sitting around and hoping for the best. You get that by busting your ass. It's that simple. You put in the time, you should. There's no guarantee to it. But if you fucking put in the effort, at some point you might see return. But you can't expect it. You can't expect it.
The word grind should not be a thing either. I don't like that word for some reason.
I like it though. That's the thing. I like it. I like the fact that people are saying, I want to grind this. This is my passion. I want to succeed in this. I'm going to grind my way into it. It's that simple. But the problem is, and I can see this from the other viewpoint where it's like, yeah, I get it. People are concerned about your health. That's a good thing. It's a good thing that people are concerned about your health, but it's not their place to say it. Yeah. They don't need to they don't need to interfere with how you're going about your life or how you want to pursue your career. It's not their lives. It's literally, it has nothing to do with them. They're viewing it from a sideline.
Yeah.
But I can agree with the sentiment that people need to take their physical and mental health into consideration when it comes
100%.
to all of this. But that is a part of the grind.
Yes.
Okay. You create that schedule in which you can wake up, you can work out in the morning, you can go for a jog,
Yep.
maybe hang out with your significant other for a little bit, your
Yes.
partner. And then you get onto that grind. Look at all the most successful people in the industry right now, like Shroud and Ninja. They have that fucking schedule set. Granted, they can afford themselves with, how successful they've become to take extra time to go to the gym, spend time outside of the game. But that's a part of it. You can't just say, fuck this, I'm doing 24-hour stream. I'm streaming 20 hours a day. No, you need to wake up, eat a fucking meal, okay? Stop drinking fucking G Fuel to fuel yourself through the day. You take some sustenance. You need nutrients.
Yep.
You need to go see the sun every once in a while. And this is coming from someone who works in a fucking basement all day for 10 hours a day and hardly sees the sun. Eat a fucking meal, wake up, eat a fucking meal, go to the gym in whatever capacity you can. You could weigh fucking 90 pounds and be 6'3". Go to the gym and do something.
Yep.
Okay? Do anything. Spend some time for yourself or stream for a little bit, take a couple hours off, spend some time with somebody else or, being mental with yourself and then stream again. And then sleep and repeat the process. Yeah. And then take 1 or 2 days off during the week. You need to implement all of that into the quote unquote grind. It's not just people fucking bashing their head into a keyboard for 20 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yes.
You need to figure it out yourselves. It's that simple. And people fucking on the periphery, the tertiary people who are all over Twitter saying, "Oh, take the time off." 1, it's not your life. Stay the fuck out of it. 2, I understand the sentiment, but go back to point A. It's not your fucking life. Stay the fuck out.
I don't think you should take advice from anyone that is not in the position that you want to be in.
Yeah.
Never.
Either.
Never.
You know what I mean?
Literally, if you're a fucking streamer and you have a fucking journalist telling you need to take time off, tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. I've legitimately never agreed with you more, Bob. Like, you're 100% right on the grind. Taking care of yourself is part of that grind. Like, maintaining your relationships, making sure that you're sane, like that stuff is a full-time job in itself. Making sure, even like for us, we're like, we do the podcast anyway once a week. I know like we stream here and there, aside from that, but like managing relationships, managing your own health, making sure that you're taking care of yourself, like meal prepping, fucking making your bed, for Christ's sake. All of that shit is part of the grind.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Were you talking shit?
I know. I'm washing my sheets right now. I can't wait to put those on nice and fresh. But yeah, I mean, all of that stuff is part of the grind. That is absolutely part of it. When people say, you're grinding, whatever, like, it's not just that. It's everything else you do. I'm gonna go 2 for 2 on like rehashed sayings. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
Wow.
And I saw that float around. I see that float around once in a while. It's like the way you do the way you do anything is the way you do everything. That's how it is. That's what it is. And it's like you should do everything with intent. Have something, like, always be thinking about context in your schedule. It's like, I'm going to go to the gym because I know I have to do this, that, and the third. I want to stream for 6 hours. I want to get this shit done. I got to go hang out with this person at some point. All of that stuff is on you entirely. And nobody's going to wipe your ass for you. Nobody is going to, give you a handout and like, nobody's going to give you a leg up. You shouldn't expect that. And this is not coming from 3 guys who have 400 billion viewers and $80,000 in ad revenue a year and shit like that. Like, we're taking our own advice every single day. Mm-hmm. So you shouldn't be afraid of hard work, and you shouldn't let anybody tell you different. That's my final thought on that.
Oh yeah, if you want something, go get it. Worry about y'all mentals and worry about y'all chicken.
And don't fucking worry about what other people are saying.
Yeah, fuck other people. Other people are the quickest people to tell you what you should do when they're not doing anything for themselves. It's a thing where someone's insecure about themselves. They try to bring other people down that are trying to work towards something bigger. Any final thoughts before we land the train?
No, let's fucking do it.
Good episode. I mean, I feel like this should be like not another entrepreneur podcast now. That's pretty
Yeah.
fucking electric.
Yeah.
All right, come on, guys.
Not
We're gonna
another
bring the camera-
grinding podcast?
We're gonna bring the camera to my garage. All right, guys. I just got this new Mercedes.
Dude, not another grinding podcast like the new
Wow.
opener is just Rompe by Daddy Yankee.
Wow, I'm fucking sweating just thinking about that. I'm fucking in the basement of the Harp right now. Ooh.
Oh yes, I'm about to be working right across the street from there.
Wow, what a good saying I have. The longer you grind, if you grind for long enough, your dick's gonna chafe at some point. I don't know. I went for it. I think Ben Franklin said that or whatever. Bob, what do you got?
I mean, you got. That's why you gotta fucking powder up before you go into the club.
Just powder the loins.
Powder up. What do I? Shout out to everybody that has at least checked out some of the Counter-Strike content I've been putting up. Shout out to a buddy of ours, Justin Keeks. He's been playing a shit ton of Counter-Strike with Steve and I. We've all been, the three of us have been grinding. Fuck, I said it. I said the G word. We've been grinding Counter-Strike a lot, and he was giving me a bunch of video editing advice because I'm doing my best to teach myself.
Nice.
So I could take the whole like YouTube video creation shit to a more streamlined process. So thank you, John. His name's John, but
Thank you,
it's
John.
Justin Keeks. Yeah, thanks, John. Also, I think JB left a comment on one of the videos last week, and it said, "Hey Bob, guess what?"
Chicken butt.
Yeah. Hilarious.
So
Hilarious.
he's been teeing this up, dude. He's been
Hilarious.
teeing this up.
I know.
There you
yeah.
go. Look at it. He like highlighted it and everything.
Yeah, I know. He did it when I was streaming too. Great. Hilarious joke. Thank you so much for the comment on our YouTube page. If you want to leave comments on our YouTube page, or if you're interested in Counter-Strike information that I post fairly regularly, you can check that all out at youtube.com/wickedgaming, and you can leave a great comment just like JB. Thanks.
Thanks. Dom, what do you got?
All right. Big Wicked Good Gaming, send it. I actually want to shout out our vendor that we use for the coasters. I mean the koozies, because they are really good. They're based in the U.S. Everything gets made in the U.S. They're based in Texas. It's called 24hourwristbands.com. We've never ordered wristbands from them. They do a lot more than that shit, but I think maybe it's an old URL. But it's 24hourwristbands.com. They do the koozies that we get for PAX. Every year, I literally just call them. I get somebody on the phone. I don't need to do a directory or anything. Somebody just picks up the phone on the other end, and I go, yeah, I want to reorder that thing, and they do it. It's great. It's super easy. It's dead cheap, and they just give out discounts like it's free candy. So honestly, if we could get sponsored by them, I would be fine, but I'm fine giving them a free ad because they've given us lots of great customer service, and the product is really good. If you've had a koozie frisbeed off of your head at PAX, you can attest to that. So 24hourwristbands.com, go check them out. I'm going to actually email them and see if they want to sponsor us, but yeah, they're really great. Big Wicked Good Gaming, suck it to somebody in the industry, a company in the industry that just was responsible for a lot of layoffs, and it is a game that is near and dear to my heart. And Bob, I don't even know if you heard this, but Fantasy Flight Games laid off their entire RPG division. And Fantasy Flight Games is the maker of Star Wars role-playing.
Yeah, I did see that.
So
Yeah.
I wrote a article about this on wickedgoodgaming.com as soon as the news broke. Fantasy Flight, who is owned by Asmodee. Asmodee, the rumor was that they were prepping for a sale, and they're just starting to like pick apart the companies that they own. So Fantasy Flight laid off and basically killed their entire role-playing game section, arm, whatever. They do card games, they do other board games, but their role-playing game section completely wiped out. Tons of people out of jobs, really talented people. The Star Wars role-playing game is fucking amazing, and I'm really sad that we're not going to get any additional books for that. I have like $300 worth of fucking Star Wars role-playing shit on my shelf right now. I've DM'd 3 campaigns in that system, and it's really excellent. So I'm really sad. And I would just like to give a nice, big, Wicked Good Gaming suck it to all of the executives that were involved in that decision. You guys can all suck it from the back. Thanks a lot. What do you got, Chris?
Damn. So I'm gonna. I tweeted out that I was only gonna let it happen last week, but I'm gonna open up to this week too. Bring us right before PAX. If you leave So I'm not going to read out any 5-star reviews today or next week unless they leave us a 5-star review and we give you the opportunity to roast all 3 of us, and the funniest ones will be read out. I'm only going to pick a handful this time. I'm not going to read all of them. So roast the fuck out of me, Bob, and Dom. Literally make it brutal, make it 5 stars, and I will read it out, and I'll crown a winner, and you'll get a firm handshake. But please do that. Can't wait to do that. Other than that, shout out to everyone that's hanging out tonight. Shout out to all the new followers, subscribers. You guys are awesome. Shout out to the new listeners of the podcast. You guys are great. The boys have been working, and it's always good to kind of see what you're doing pay off. So shout out to all the newbies. You guys are awesome. Shout out to all the regulars. Love you guys even more. You guys are awesome. And yeah, that's all I have. So if you want to keep up with us on social media, follow us at Wicked Good Gaming on everything besides Twitter. It is at Wicked Good Games. If you want to read some written content, I might be biased, but I think they're really fucking good. Go to wickedgoodgaming.com. Always keeping you up to date on shit. If you are listening to the podcast now and you're like, oh man, like I wonder where else I can listen to this, like where I'm listening to it now just really isn't doing it for me anymore. Well, you're in luck because we're on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, Google Music, Overcast, iHeartRadio, and radio.com, and probably a couple others that I didn't plug in there. But we're everywhere. And the VODs go up on YouTube every, I would say, Monday or Tuesday after the podcast at youtube.com/wickedgoodgaming. And now I'm out of breath, and now I'm going to send it home. Thank you, everyone, for listening to episode 168 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We love you immensely, and we'll see you next week.